Greetings, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. The influence that social media has on kids is so hugely prevalent, and the age of which children are being influenced by social media is getting younger and younger, and it's quite scary to watch happen. So many kids are on social media so much earlier than they should be. Like, admittedly, I was on social media before I should be. I remember like in 2010, when I was 10, everyone was getting Facebooks. Like, all of my friends were getting Facebooks, and I begged my mom, please, gonna get a Facebook, please. And the rule was like, yes, but I have to be your friend. You have to show me who all your friends are before you accept them. And like, you know, I was limited to what I was allowed to do. So I spent my time on Facebook playing like Farmville and like the dress up games and stuff. And that was my introduction to social media. And then like Instagram was created in 2012-ish, and then I joined that or whatever. But it was in a very different way because social media was still very new. So yeah, the kids who are being influenced by social media are getting younger and younger because social media is very prevalent. And so everyone has access to it, and kids all have phones now. Parents like to close their eyes to a lot of what their kids are doing, etc., etc. But recently, there has been a surge in the amount of young kids, especially young girls, who are being influenced by the beauty community, and more specifically, like with makeup and skincare. And it is quite concerning and terrifying to watch, and you have a lot of parents who are not only enabling it but encouraging it, and it's a big it's a big issue. When I was a kid, and when a lot of us were kids, we loved to play with makeup, right? Like, that's a fun thing to do. It's fun to play with makeup. I had like this Barbie makeup bag that was full of $2 shop makeup. It had that like shitty little eyeshadow with the little foam applicators and like really shit, cheap lipsticks and like glitter and everything like that. That was all I had, and it was in just a makeup bag, and I would sit down and I would just cover my face in color. Sometimes it would mean lipstick literally on half my face, with like layers of like 7 big beaded necklaces, and I would do the makeup of all of my friends, and we would all look absolutely ridiculous, but it was fun, you know? But that is not that is not what is happening for a lot of these kids. A lot of these kids are getting like skincare, like actual skincare products, while they're like under the age of 12. And then like small children getting like high-end makeup products, and like kids again under the age of like 12 getting like high quality big items for makeup, and like they're being stocked up in like vanities. Like, a lot of these kids are asking for like vanities from their parents, and they are getting them, and not only are they getting the vanities, but they are being like fully stocked with like high quality makeup and skincare. And parents will make videos of like restocking my child's vanity, and it's quite something, because these kids this age should not be having the level of access to social media that they have in order to like allow them to desire as much of these products as they have. I think that it's good to support your kids in their interests. Like, if your kid has an interest in makeup, then that's good. Like, you know, you can support them in that, but you have to make sure they're like participating in these things to like an age appropriate level. And also, like, it's not being largely influenced by social media, because a lot of the time when it comes down to like makeup and skincare and such, it's coming from a place of like societal beauty standards, and you don't want to be making your child participate in that. You have to like ensure that like the intention of why they're interested in these things, like what that intention is and why it is something they are interested in. You know, needing to do your makeup in order to feel comfortable about yourself and like leave the house is very different to just like, I like pretty colors and putting it on my face. Like, there is a difference there, and you need to have that conversation with your child and stop enabling it if it's because they want to do this because it's the only thing that makes them feel comfortable in their bodies, you know? So yeah, let's have a dive initially into some of these big vanity restocks that these parents are doing. Because it's Pretty ridiculous. Before we jump in though, please do not forget to leave a like and comment on this video if you enjoy it, and do not forget to hit subscribe. Over 50% of you are regular viewers but are not subscribed, and I am aiming to hit 500k by the end of the year, so if you subscribe, it means a lot, helps me out, and I appreciate it greatly. And a massive thank you to today's patron of the day, Drew. I appreciate you and your support so much. Thank you so much for joining. And if anyone else would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat. Click the top link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos a day early and ad-free. Yeah, anyways, thank you for your support. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get into some of this ridiculous vanity restocks for these young children. Okay, this first one is vanity organization for my 6-year-old daughter. This is 3 minutes long, and it's astounding, really. Hair straighteners, micellar water. So you've got like so many eyeliners, so many brushes. Like, the amount of product here is like unbelievable. It's all like not drugstore makeup, it's like high-end makeup. It's like Too Faced and NARS and Fenty and like literally everything. Why are there so many concealers? What is a 6-year-old concealing? A whole drawer of mascaras. Oh my god. There are drawers and drawers and drawers of this, and they have like concealers and foundations from like so many different brands, a bajillion different like lipsticks and mascaras, eyeliners, and it just keeps going. Oh my god. Who needs this many lipsticks? Who needs this many anythings? What am I watching? What is going on right now? How is it still going? How is there still a minute left of this? Oh my god. There's no way this is real, right? Like, there's no way this is real. I mean, she has all of these products, but there's no fucking way this is for a 6-year-old. How is there any more? Now, skincare, a whole drawer of skincare. I really hope that's not for a 6-year-old. Unless you want your 6-year-old to like not have skin anymore. Basically, that's the longest video I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh my god. This is more makeup than any person needs in their life. Like, I bought a foundation 2 years ago and I just ran out last week. Like, I ran out and I was like, I can't believe I have to buy another foundation. It's so expensive. I don't want to have to buy another foundation. That's so annoying. I've had it for 2 years, so it's really not that bad, you know? Like, granted, I obviously don't wear it every day. I have not purchased makeup for like so long. The last time I bought an eyeshadow palette was like 6 years ago, and I still have barely made a dent in any of them. I've been using the same bronzer for, I'm gonna say 8 years now, and I've still, you can't even see the pan. My blush I've also had for like 6-7 years. Like, most of my makeup products I've had for years and years, and I have enough makeup to fill like maybe like one big makeup bag or 2 smaller ones. And like, I'm doing just fine. You know, I have one concealer and it lasts me a couple years as well. This is for a 6-year-old, supposedly, and it's more makeup than I think I will use in my entire life. Like, I understand a makeup artist having this much makeup, like, that's fully understandable. Any person who is not a makeup artist or who does not do makeup like daily, like as a hobby, does not need this much makeup. I would say really, yeah, no one needs this much makeup for their own personal use. And especially a 6-year-old, I like refuse to believe this is for a 6-year-old. But like, initially the bed in the background, like of the mirror when she shows the vanity at first, like that does look like a 6-year-old room. Then we move into like other drawers and things. So I have to assume we moved out of the 6-year-old's room. But regardless, even at the beginning, like that's absurd. That's absurd. My brain refuses to acknowledge this is for a child. And if it is, what is wrong with you? Why does your child have all of this? Why are you giving this to your child? What are they using it for? What does a 6-year-old have to conceal? Why do they have concealer? Why do they have any of that? Like, a 6-year-old can have, I don't know, eyeshadow and lipstick. And I feel like that should really be the extent of it. You definitely shouldn't be giving a 6-year-old mascara. That feels like an accident waiting to happen. Don't be doing that. They gotta blind themselves. Get them the like hair mascara, like the glitter that goes on your hair that has like the same sort of brushes. That's the only type of mascara a 6-year-old should have. I really, really, really hope that this is just rage bait, because I can't understand why anyone would do this for a 6-year-old, because that's just really sad ultimately. Like, it's effectively telling your kid to cover their faces, because that is what foundation and concealer is for, especially if you literally don't have anything to conceal. You're being like, hide your skin. That's what you're meant to do. Here's all these incredibly expensive products. Now put them on your face to change the way you look. Thank you, child. It makes me so upset. Give your child a childhood. Bring back fun, glittery makeup, doing it for fun, and just to have a good time. It's for play. Makeup at this age should be for playing. This next one is Toddler Vanity Restock.
Let's restock my daughter's get ready area with the theme of summer. First we have lip glosses. Next we have the nail polish drawer. The next drawer is her 4th of July drawer, so we have a necklace, a bracelet, a bow, and some press-on nails. This one is her elastics drawer. The bottom drawer is for her clips and her hair ribbons. In the last drawer we have some play eyeshadow, an eyeshadow brush, and a puff. On top we're going to put some kids play body mist. And this bag is her on-the-go hair bag for her backpack, which has a clip, a bunch of different hair ties, and some little tiny clips. What could I add into her get-ready area?
I think the main issue with this one is calling it a get-ready area. You know what I mean? Like, that feels way too social media-y. You know, like, get ready with me is like a social media thing, and calling it a get ready with me area sort of implies that she needs to do these things before she goes out. So she has to do her nails, she has to do her lip gloss, she has to do her hair, like, and the eyeshadow, like, play eyeshadow in a get ready with me area feels just like really weird. And it's not set up in like a fun way. It's like clear boxes. Like, it's a clear drawer thing, and it just doesn't have kid vibes, you know? Calling it a get ready with me area, setting it up in like a not play kind of vibe makes it feel like it's way too serious. Like, it isn't a fun thing. It's a getting ready thing. Like, you do this before you leave the house. And then the clips are like very grown up as well. Having like an on the go hair kit for your toddler, and it's like a nice pearl hair claw. Also really strange. It's really strange. And if this is a get ready with me area, is this stuff for her to do by herself? Because if she's a toddler, I don't think she should have a drawer of tiny elastics. If everything still has on the back, do not leave this alone with like a child under 3. Don't put them in an area that your child has access to so easily. I don't think you should be giving your like toddler access to a drawer full of elastics. Please. Thank you. If you're going to be setting stuff up like this, it needs to be for fun. It can be like a fun little like play makeup area, but having it as getting ready area, weird vibes. This next one is a restock for someone I think is probably around the age of like 13. She's never had her face shown, and I couldn't see anywhere that said how old she was, but based off of like the vibes I'm getting and also like the brief interaction I've seen where she doesn't have a face, I would put her at like somewhere between like 12, 13-ish, but I am not entirely sure.
Aubrey mentioned to me recently that she was out of a lot of her products, so I did a little shopping, and now it's finally time to restock her vanity, so let's do it. She was mainly out of a lot of her skincare, so I got those restocks, but I also got her some fun stuff like some lippies, some hair care, some more Sol de Janeiro that she was out of, and then I got her one of the perfumes she's been wanting, some more skincare, and some hand sanitizer, so let's put it away. Her 59 is basically empty, so let's swap it out for a new one. She's been wanting this perfume for a while, so I got it for her as a little surprise. I think I'm going to put her new Summer Fridays in her nightstand because she's honestly running out of room in her vanity. She was not kidding when she said she was out of a lot of her skincare because there is honestly not a single drop left in here. The Fenty lip is for her stocking because it's called Hot Chocolate, but I'm trying to decide, do I keep the Laneige Eggnog Latte lip mask for her stocking or do I give it to her now? You guys help me decide which one. This seriously smells just like salted caramel. It is so good. I think it's one of my favorites, to be honest with you. Her vanity is finally all restocked. I just left her face wash right there because I'm not sure what she wants to do with it. But other than that, it's all restocked and ready for her for when she gets home from school.
So this child has so many products. Oh my God. Like when I was 13, I had a vanity. Okay. I asked for one. I really wanted one. My dad turned like an old desk into like a vanity for me with like a mirror, and he like installed light bulbs around it and some little drawers, and I was obsessed with it. I loved it. I can't sit here and say that like a 13-year-old shouldn't have a vanity, because that would be hypocritical of me, because I enjoyed doing makeup. I enjoyed doing that and having colors and things, although I have like a weird I have bad body image and a weird relationship with that. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a moment. Anyways, the amount of product for this child is absurd. Like no teenager needs this much makeup, especially this much like high-end makeup, like top quality, good quality makeup, and perfumes. What child is using like 10 different perfumes? That's wild to me. I had one perfume as a kid. It was the Katy Perry perfume, and I made it last me like 8 years because it was for special occasions. The amount of skincare as well, like I don't know why a young teenager needs so much skincare. Like I will give you that like teenagers should be using like, you know, maybe a face wash and a moisturizer, because, you know, this is a point where your like hormones are changing or whatever. You might be getting really oily skin and breaking out, and that's uncomfortable. So having like cleansers and moisturizers for sensitive skin or whatever to like help that, totally fine. But like a 13-year-old using like serums and like things that are like harsh and strong in your skin, you absolutely should not be using. And I feel like encouraging that and like restocking that over and over again is not ideal. And just getting so many products, like restocking a vanity that is already so full of so much stuff, seems so unbelievably unnecessary. And it's just sad to me that kids care this much. And I know that so much of it comes from social media and watching beauty influencers and other people have so many things and have so much makeup. And like I said, like I was a teenager when this was starting, and I personally struggled a lot with my self-image when I was a young teen, right? Like when I was 14, I was going to school every day with a full face of makeup. And I feel like a lot of us were at that age, is when we sort of started playing around with it and feeling uncomfortable in our own skin. Like I am a 2000 baby, so like 2014 I was going to school with like a full face of makeup, and I wasn't doing that for fun. I was doing that because I was insecure. But I also grew up in a household that bred that behavior. I started like getting my eyebrows threaded when I was 12. I got my first facial, I think, when I was 12. Like my mom gave me micro needling just after I turned 18. I grew up around a mother who was constantly getting procedures and talking about how insecure she was, and like projecting that onto me a lot and telling me that I should wear makeup, and that like beauty was quite important to women. And she wasn't trying to do that, but she was doing that. Like I grew up around that. And then also social media coming into like being a big thing and spending a lot of time on Instagram and being around people, like it had an impact, and I was influenced by that. And I recognize now as an adult that that's really sad. That's so sad. And it upsets me that like this is something I felt like I had to do as a kid. Like I do not do that anymore. I do not need to put on a full face of makeup before I leave the house, but I did when I was a child. And I just wish that like, you know, there was a conversation around, again, why you're doing it. Like a lot of these kids who have these fully stocked vanities like this are doing their makeup not because they think it's fun, but because they think they have to, and because they are upholding a beauty standard. They are learning this through social media because they have access to that, and their parents are just continuously encouraging this because it makes them happy and it's what they want. But there needs to be a conversation about beauty standards, about social media, about looking after your skin and treating your skin nicely, but also not being too harsh. There needs to be so many more conversations between these parents and these kids, instead of these kids being like, I want all of this because I like it, and parents being like, okay, I'll get that for you. You know, like it shouldn't be that easy when it comes to something like this. It's like makeup is fun, yes, but there is a line, you know? And I think that if kids, like teenagers, especially like young teenagers and preteens, if they're like birthday lists and Christmas lists consist of just high-end makeup products and skincare, a conversation needs to be had. And they're not happening. They're just having everything they want bought for them. And it's really sad. Here we have a come with me to restock my 7-year-old daughter's new vanity.
Let's stock my 7-year-old daughter's new vanity. This thing is so cute and the perfect size. My daughter is the girliest girly girl, so I love that this vanity holds all of her things and keeps everything so organized. On the shelves, I put all of her favorite perfumes, some hair oil, and some glitter spray, and then her favorite skincare products. Now, why is my 7-year-old concerned about skincare? No idea. But I absolutely love bubble products, and they're really not a bad price, so I'm rolling with it. In the drawers, I put her collection of lip glosses, some mascara and bronzer drops, a few hair clips, and the best body glitter that she insists on wearing every day. In the bottom drawer, I just added a few makeup palettes, some sponges, and some makeup remover wipes. I also love that this vanity has a place to charge her phone. I thought my daughter was gonna faint when I finally gave it to her, and I might shed a tear when I move it to her room.
Again, a 7-year-old, a 7-year-old. You're like, I don't know why my 7-year-old is concerned about skincare, but I'm rolling with it. Don't. Your child cares about skincare because they have too much access to social media. That is why. And you need to monitor that, because if your kid is looking at beauty influencers and looking at skincare stuff and that is what they care about, you are setting them up. You are setting them up. That is not healthy. And like Bubble is specifically a skincare company that is made for children, to be safe for children, to get them into like comfortable skincare habits or whatever. But it's really just encouraging kids getting into skincare. Like if your kid, like your 7-year-old cares about skincare, that warrants a conversation, not validation. That should not be a concern of a 7-year-old. Where did they learn that? Why are they thinking that? How are you standing here like, I don't know why my kid cares about skincare. Where do you think they heard that? Where do you think they got that information? It's terrible. I get like when I was a kid, when I was like 9 probably, I started to care a little bit about skincare because my mom bought me a gentle cleanser and a moisturizer and told me it was good and important to get into good habits young, and that I think she said that in Korea, specifically, they have perfect skin because kids start doing skincare to get into habits. And so that became really important to me. I forgot a lot and I never cared that deeply about it. Luckily, it didn't like really dig in deep into my chest. That's how I ended up caring about it. I know where that comes from. If you, as a parent, are like confused about where your child got this information from, you do not keep an eye on them and monitor what they are seeing online enough. They are having way too much unsupervised screen time. If they have a place to charge their phone at their vanity, it's concerning. It just makes me sad. And honestly, like even like a 7-year-old having mascara makes me uncomfortable. Again, you're having something way too close to your eye. For a 7-year-old, like mascara isn't even fun makeup. You know what I mean? Like mascara, if it's not like colorful mascara exists purely to enhance your eyes. Like there's no other purpose for it. It is not fun makeup. It is not play makeup. Mascara is what I put on to make myself like look more awake. If I'm having a bad insecure face day, but I can't be bothered doing my makeup because I rarely can, I put on mascara. It just enhances your eyes. It's its only purpose. It is not a play makeup. So if you are giving your 7-year-old mascara, that is not for funsies. And if they think that they need it because you need mascara when you do makeup, again, they have too much access to social media and are watching beauty channels that are enforcing that, which they should not be watching at 7. It's just concerning because it is so setting these kids up to have so many insecurities. If they're starting to put makeup on and doing their skincare when they are 7 years old and they're not doing it for just fun, they're doing it because they think they have to, or it's because what the people online are doing, it's what their friends are doing. It is setting them up to be insecure as teenagers and as adults, and you do not want to be setting your kids up for that. If they are forming the habits of having to do this when they are this young, it's going to fuck them up. It's going to fuck them over so bad. There's another vanity organization that is done by a 7-year-old and she is filming it herself. And the way she is talking, you can tell that she has watched a lot of these and she wants to make her own videos because, you know, she's a 7-year-old who loves social media and TikTok and her parents are encouraging her in her passion. It is 10 minutes long though, so you're not going to watch all of it. I'm just going to sort of tell you bits of it. To start off with, she has a bunch of Bubble skincare, like 6 different products that she's putting on her shelf. She has more brushes than I do. She is setting up on her vanity, like under a shelf. She has the like organizing trays, like the clear trays that everyone has in their drawers. So you know that she's been watching this shit on social media because she specifically asked for these. And these are in all of the restock videos, because what 7-year-old is asking for desk drawer organizers? And she's filling those 1, 2, 3, 4 different, five different concealers and like 2 foundations or tinted moisturizers. This is a 7-year-old. I'd just like to reinforce one more time. This is a 7-year-old who has multiple different concealers. What is a 7-year-old using to, what is a 7-year-old concealing? Why does a 7-year-old have concealers? When I was 7, I didn't know what concealer was. That's so unnecessary. If your 7-year-old child goes, "Mommy, can I have a concealer?" You say, "No." You say, "Sweetie, what do you want a concealer for?" And if they say, "To do my makeup," you say, "You don't need that. I'll go get you some different makeup." And if they're not happy with their fun little play makeup at 7 years old, you need to have a conversation and then restrict their social media access, because your 7-year-old shouldn't be asking for concealer. And if they learnt what concealer is from you, and that you say they need concealer, that's on you, and you need to think about that. And understand that that's fucked up, and your 7-year-old should not have concealer, especially not like 6 of them. Oh my god. After the concealers, here's a bunch of lipsticks and lip glosses. And like, listen, lipstick and lip gloss is all fun and games. We love lipstick and lip gloss. As a 7-year-old, sure, maybe you want to fuck around with some lipsticks. I don't think you should be having like expensive lipsticks, but I mean, you spend your money how you want, I guess. It just seems like a really stupid thing. Get them just like cheap lipstick, because they don't need expensive lipstick. And again, it kind of almost feels like you're encouraging them to do like good makeup as like a daily sort of get ready with me thing, rather than like a fun thing if you're getting like high-end products, you know? Then we have, oh my god, is that mascaras? And then we have just a ton of mascaras, which once again, I don't think a 7-year-old should have mascaras either. It's not as bad as concealer, but it's still pretty bad. Don't think we need mascara for 7-year-olds. Eyelash color? We're giving a 7-year-old access to an eyelash color? That feels dangerous. Unnecessary and dangerous. I don't even have an eyelash color. I lost my eyelash color and I have not replaced it because I cannot be fucked. It's just encouraging beauty standards in children for no reason. Like, it makes them happy. Why does it make them happy? Why are we encouraging this instead of having conversations and then providing them with alternatives? A ton of nice eyeshadow palettes, which again, she does not need that many nice eyeshadow palettes. Blush. Tons of like multiple different blushes. More fucking contour palettes. She has contour and highlight palettes. You've gotten this child a contour kit. A 7-year-old has a contour kit. I don't think I can say that enough times. You've gotten a 7-year-old a contour kit. What have we come to? How are we here? How does a 7-year-old know what contouring is? I'm asking the same questions over and over, but it's like genuinely just causing me distress. A 7-year-old should not know what contour is, let alone like have a contour kit. You can foster their passions and their interests without buying them things to literally change what their face looks like. And then it moves into a bunch of just like hair products and things, which, you know, I don't have an issue with kids playing around with their hair and whatever. I loved doing my hair when I was a kid. Granted, I didn't do it myself. My mom did it. But you can have a lot of fun with playing around with your hair. I obviously stuck with hair experimentation, but there's nothing that like is altering about your hair and what you do with your hair. That's like self-expression and can be fun as a kid. That's not like upholding any beauty standards or literally putting stuff on your skin that will damage your poor 7-year-old skin and also change the way you look and like encourage you to adhere to beauty standards. Now, like a lot of people, you know, we like to say that we do our makeup for fun and because it makes us feel good and we don't do it for anyone else and we're not doing it for beauty standards. But there is a line, you know what I mean? Like to a degree, a lot of the time you do makeup to fit to beauty standards. And when you are a child and you are 7 years old and you are having foundations and contour kits and things, like it is not playing. It is not for fun. It is because you are seeing it on social media and you think that it's what you should do to be cool, and you're trying to copy someone and you are trying to be someone else. It is because you are trying to adhere to what other people are doing, because you are seeing it online and you want to copy it. And these parents are going along with it and encouraging it and being like, yeah, I'm supporting you. Why are you buying all of this for your child? Why are you encouraging it? Why does your 7-year-old have a vanity that they are using seriously as a vanity? It's so concerning and distressing. And I just need you to think about it for a second and recognize what is happening, because you are not helping your child by fostering this interest. You are just causing harm. Now, because we've gone into all of these terribly negative views of what some vanities look like, I do want to enforce that I do not have a problem with children playing with makeup. I don't even have a problem with kids having a vanity. I found this example that is exactly what it should be if this is something that your kid is interested in, that you want to provide for your child. And that is this. So this is like a very small child-sized pink vanity. And in the drawers, she has a Care Bears hairbrush and a couple of like cute little hair clips, and then something labeled like kids makeup kit, and it is unicorn shaped makeup. It's just like a very reddish blush. That like shitty little like lipstick, you remember the like little pots of like lip gloss that you open up and is like all sticky, and then like a small eyeshadow palette like that's just like plain, like it's like glittery and cute, and it's got the little shitty foam applicator and some like ice cream shaped lip balms, and then some like kids nail polish and some silly little stick-on earrings that were so fun to use as a kid. And it's got a little tiara and fairy wand. And this is perfect. If you were going to be getting makeup and doing this for a kid, this is what you have. This is a fun little play makeup area, in the same way that, you know, you have like fake kitchens and you set up and you cook food for friends and you like play house or whatever. You can have fun here and you can do your makeup in a fun play way because it's set up as toy stuff, and you can pretend to be a makeup artist for your friends. You can do your makeup on your parents. Like, it's a fun thing. It's a play thing. It's not a like real world, real life sort of thing. It's just for fun. That is its only purpose. It's bright colors and it's for kids. And I would have loved to have this as a small child. Like, this would have been so fun. You know, I had great makeup though. My big Barbie bag with like a dozen pink lipsticks that would like stain. Outside of just these vanities that kids are being set up, it actually does get a bit worse. Of not only are kids like inspired by social media, like beauty social media, to get skincare and wear way more makeup than is appropriate for their age, there are child beauty influencers. Isn't that fun? Like, here's one of my favorites. It is a 6-year-old who is doing a sponsored post that is used by the brand on their page. And it makes me so sad.
I just got out of the shower. Man, that was a good shower. They have little faces. Now let's get into my skincare. First things first, I have to wet my face. Perfecto. It has cheeks. Let's open you up. Press it. Now let me wash it off. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is so cute. Man, that is so cute. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
This 6-year-old child is set up in front of a camera with like professional lighting by her parents to do a skincare routine to advertise it. So this is another skincare brand that exists for kids to encourage good habits. And because kids are being interested in skincare now, and you've got to have a product available for them to buy so that they're not going out and buying skincare products that aren't for them. No skincare should be for them. And the fact that this kid has obviously been coached so much and does so much of this, and she is 6, is so so sad. Like, you can tell she has done this a lot. Her parents are using her to make their own profit. Like, a brand, like a company paid for this. A company paid for a 6-year-old to promote their products. That is so fucked up. The fact that parents are allowing this and are doing this because it makes them money. And then other kids, like all the other 7-year-olds we have seen currently, have watched this and are like, oh, skincare, I want to do skincare. This other kid is doing it. And then parents are seeing it and for some reason being like, oh, it must be fine and okay and dandy. No, you should not be having 6-year-olds as beauty influencers. Are you out of your mind? What kind of dystopia are we living in where we have 6-year-olds advertising skincare and who are in front of the camera like talking like this because they have been aware of social media and know what goes on social media and see other people doing these ads and or have been coached by their parents in what to say and how to act. It makes me question so hard how this kid acts off camera and how much this has impacted the way they live their life, because when you are a child, it is very difficult to sort of establish, you know, what is going to be real versus not real based on the fact it's what your parents are telling you. And it's so sad that every time this kid is going to be in front of a camera, she is going to be putting on an act because that is what you do in front of a camera. Like, what actual childhood memories are you going to be creating to remember if every time you film her, it is something that is like scripted? If you were teaching her to be a character, who is your child actually? And then there's this one, a 4-step baby skincare. And this is an actual like baby, like a baby. And it is step 1, wash face. And step 2, gentle exfoliation with cotton pad. Step 3, face cream. And step 4 is lip balm. And the baby is trying to eat the lip balm because babies try to eat everything. And because it's really weird of you to be putting lip balm on your baby. Like, what is happening? What do you mean? Step 2, gentle exfoliation with a cotton pad. I don't think your baby needs any exfoliation at all, actually. They're literally a baby. That is a baby. Like, wash face being just like a like soft flannel going over their face with some water. Yeah, sure, you should be doing that. That's fine. You know, you have to wash your baby, obviously. But is that not gentle exfoliation in itself? You're using a flannel. Why do you then have to go over their skin with like a dry cotton pad? What is happening there? And then lotion and lip balm. I really hope this isn't like a daily thing. You should not be putting anything on your kid's face that regularly. It's not good for their skin. Your baby does not need skincare. You do not need to be putting moisturizer on your baby every day. You should be putting moisturizer on your baby if they have like dry spots, like visibly like dry skin, then you put moisturizer in those areas. Yeah, sure, that's what you should be doing. Why are you doing a baby skincare routine and then filming it and putting it on the internet as well? Like, that's so weird. You have to recognize and understand how fucking weird that is. And then this is encouraging other parents thinking that they need to do skincare for their baby. You absolutely do not. You don't need to be doing that. All the comments on this though were like, you forgot the retinol, and that's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, you know, that is a thing, right? A lot of people are starting retinol incredibly young, like as children, as teenagers. And so obviously it's a joke here, but my God. And then finally there is this TikTok account that has 5 million followers, and they have twin girls who I think are 10 now. They look younger than 10 in my opinion, but maybe I just don't know what kids look like at what age. But they're 10 and they do get ready with me's. And I just have a watch.
Get ready with us for our birthday. Our mom gave us the first present of the day.
Surprise birthday present number 2.
Wait, is this Sydney one? Mommy got me the biggie one! This is huge. Bigger than that. I'm using Summer Friday. You're weird. Guys, should I sing my birthday song again? I'm gonna do it. Happy birthday, dear Rick! Just kidding. You know that was a joke, right? I wasn't actually trying to sing. It's my birthday too.
Surprise birthday gift number 3.
No, wait, no. This is the new Falls pumpkin spice. New favorite touchdown.
Birthday surprise number 4.
Where?
Do you guys want to go to Starbucks before school?
Yeah! Peace out, bro. Peace out, sis.
Happy birthday!
Oh my god. So the things they were excited about in this were obviously skincare, I think a body mist, hand sanitizer, and going to Starbucks. The best 10th birthday presents a child could ask for. It's so sad. Like, their mom just sits them in front of a mirror and does like get ready with me's with her children, and to the point where like her kids get so excited over beauty products when they are 10, like screaming, crying, excited over like a hand sanitizer. And these are all things that they've probably been gifted, I would imagine. Like, she didn't even like pay for these products or anything. These are gifted by companies for 10-year-olds to use and promote. And she gives it to them for their birthday, and she just hovers behind them. And it makes me sick, honestly, to use your kids in this way. And there's so many comments as well by like adults, by children, by everyone being like, oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god, look how fun this is. Happy birthday, I love you. And I'm like, how is this real? How is this a world that we live in? Please let your kids be kids. And that's the thing, right? Is that people do comment on it being like, please let your kids play. These kids need to go outside, have some play outside. And they made a reaction to that, which is this.
Go play outside. Okay. Wow, this was such a good idea. I know the lighting is so good out here. Thanks for the tip.
And it is the two girls going and sitting on the trampoline, holding their phones in selfie mode and doing their makeup looking in them. That's not, it's not funny. That is not the joke that you think it is. It's just really sad. It's really sad. This should not be the lives of your small children. This should not be what makes them happy. Like, I know it's a joke and you're trying to say that, I don't know, maybe they do play outside and this is just what they do on social media, but they shouldn't be doing anything on social media. They are 10 years old. Oh my god, it's so upsetting. Using your kids like this for content. And like, not only using them for content, but using them for content where they feel as though they have to like dress up and do their makeup. Like, they do get ready with me's before going to events. They have like get ready with me for Thanksgiving dinner. And they're like, I'm doing my makeup before I go to Thanksgiving dinner.
Get ready with me while I show you my clean girl routine. That was so cute.
We just said the same thing.
We have the same minds. Starting off strong, let's do my bubble toner. ASMR. I'm obsessed. Refreshing. Let's dry. Let's move on to moisturizer. I just picked out the first one I saw and it was Bioma. Let's use my Bioma moisturizer. You know what? I love Get Ready With Me's. It's just a relaxing time just talking to you guys and my life. I was thinking those armpits smell bad. Let's use Dove deodorant. Love the smell. We need some lip gloss. Last up, my 62. Guys, I'm on a jumbo size. It smells so good. I'm obsessed. Peace out, bro. Love you guys.
So this was her get ready with me, because kids need to do makeup to get ready, obviously. Firstly, why is she putting on deodorant? That is not a point she is at in her life where she requires deodorant. Oh my god, why did her mother get her deodorant? Why is that something that she has and is told that she needs? She is like 9 years old in this. She does not need deodorant. What the fuck? What the fuck? And like, watching this, you can tell again that she has watched so many of these. She's been coached into how to make these get ready with me's, doing the ASMR thing, being like obsessed, and like all those little things, being like, I love doing these, sitting down, chilling out and just talking with you guys. It's so upsetting. Like, these parents view their children as products before they view them as children. And these kids are going to grow up with all of this. They've been doing this for 3 years. I think longer than 3 years. They've been doing this for years. And they are growing up doing this. And they are going to, all of this is going to be here forever. This is the relationship that they have with their parents. This is the relationship that they have with the world, being told that they have to do a beauty routine from the age of like 9, earlier than 9, and post it on the internet for everyone to watch and just continue to do, like, that's setting them up to hate themselves and also to hate their parents. I really hope that when they're old enough, they are able to sue their parents. I know that I feel like I've seen kids, children of influencers start doing that, and I feel like it needs to happen more because I doubt any of this money is going into an account for them to have to start with. And even like money aside, like just the emotional and mental damage of being exposed to this much when you're that young and having your entire life turned into just being an influencer when you're a child is so incredibly fucked up, especially a fucking beauty influencer. Are you kidding me? How does this get millions of views? How is this getting actual support? Like the fact that like so many of the people who watch this are other kids this age who also should not have access to social media, who then go and try to replicate this, is distressing and it's upsetting and it should not be happening, and there needs to be better monitoring on social media. Like this shit is allowed and encouraged and boosted in the algorithm, but so much other shit that is like not at all harmful is being like blocked and held back and like banned. It's just really upsetting because it's so capitalistic and so consumeristic, and that is what people want. We want to raise our young girls to be spending money and continuing this cycle. We want to be lining the pockets of the wealthy, and we want to make women hate themselves. We want young girls to hate themselves because it means that men get to make money, right? And parents too. Parents also get to make money. We live in a day and age where young girls are being so consumed by this. And again, like it's been an issue for a long time, but it is just getting considerably younger. 7 years old is so much younger than, you know, I ever expected this to go. I know a lot of us started dealing with this and being insecure and doing our makeup and skincare and stuff when we were like 13, 14, 15 kind of time. And even that is too young. But the fact that we've gotten this young and it is being encouraged is so, so upsetting. I need these parents to face consequences for this, and I know that they're not going to. And it is incredibly disheartening. Please know that like skincare and like good makeup is not a product for children. They should not be having that. They do not need that. Consumerism is fucked. We're so fucked. It's so fucked up. Like you do not need to be spending this much money on your kids to do this. Do something else. Find them different hobbies and do not be turning your children into influencers. Yeah, let me know if you want to see another video on this sort of stuff. I made a skincare TikTok video a while back, but I was thinking of maybe making a new updated one. If you're interested in seeing just that in general or anything else, please do let me know. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit subscribe. I appreciate it greatly. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons: M.A. Ping the Games, Blue Kitsune 24, Ash, Uh-Oh It's Craiglow, Phil the Duck, Jessie, Phenomenally, River, Mr. Noodle, Queen Glimmer, Ella, Lady Nutbar, Radsack, Knitting Menace, Chris, Ellie, and Bobby. I love and appreciate you so, so much. Thank you so much for joining. And if anyone else would like to become a patron, you go to patreon.com/savvycat or click the top link in the description. For as little as £1 a month, you get my videos a day early and ad-free. And then for £3 and up, you get things such as outtakes, bonus mini podcasts, live streams, vlogs, and more. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes, you